Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about Web 4.0 AI agents. What's going on right now, because some big things just recently happened. Open the doors for some new discussion. AI agents and AI itself may be the saving grace that crypto needs going long term, guys. This is crazy. This is honestly crazy. We're going to get on into all of this. So before we talk about all of that, I would like to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. We're on the road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. Comment what you guys think down below. And while you guys are down there, you guys can hit that Discord link to join the Discord to continue the crypto conversation we're having daily. And you guys can ask your questions on how that Patreon group works. As you guys know, we have added more utility to that Patreon with the altcoin chasers HQ, which we was just looking at, and we're going to break down something else that's in that HQ regarding the topic of this video here. And you guys can also see all the plays we've been getting into here in terms of the crypto market here. And then lastly, you guys can pick up the Essentials to Mastering Tokenomics ebook. This will help you guys pick out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio once you're able to understand market cap, FDV, circulating supply, narrative, vesting. All of that is very important to picking out the next gem of your cryptocurrency portfolio. And once you do your deed, you guys can sign up for the Patreon group. Use code ACHQ2026. Save yourself 40% off the first month to test out the group. See if it's for you guys. You know, check out the terminal, all of that. And if you guys are looking for a cold storage wallet, I use Tangent Wallet. If you guys would like to use the same, use code Everything Altcoin. Save yourself 10%, and let's get right into the video, guys. So if you guys missed this, you guys are living under a rock right now. Some big things is happening right now, and a lot of this is coming because of the AI agent craze we're seeing. I told you guys, if we was in a bull market during this time, this AI agent narrative would have been much bigger than the first season because of how traditional tech companies are actually coming into this space. Web 2 developers, Web 3, this is the convergence of Web 3 and Web 2. This is also the convergence of crypto and AI agents. So here you go. OpenAI, just right after having Peter join the OpenAI team. You guys already know OpenClaw, the one that started this whole AI agent craze, has joined the OpenAI team, right? That led to OpenAI putting this out, introducing EVM Bench, a new benchmark that measures how well AI agents can detect, exploit, and patch high severity smart contract vulnerabilities. So this is them leading over to seeing how AI agents could operate on the blockchain. This is a huge development for crypto and AI agents. Now, Giorgio's put out this tweet: surreal to see our work at Paradigm and Tempo, right, in a OpenAI research paper about AI agents and EVM smart contract security. Smart contracts are critical infrastructure for the next 100 years of payment and finance. Where's AI agents going to live? It's going to be on the blockchain. They will be using smart contracts for payments and finance. Now, I do want to highlight what Tulip King put out here, right? On its own, I don't think this is a big deal, right? But it at least points to the evidence that fits between agents and crypto is ordained, right? So this guy said, pretty much kind of feel like whatever angle you look at this, it is pretty much bullish. Crypto and AI agents, to be honest, I think is a bigger deal than most people think. And I believe that as well, right? But Tulip King says, yeah, for sure, right? But more so meant that there's two ways to interpret this. OpenAI is now explicitly training AI agents to be good at navigating the blockchain, which would be super bullish, and that's what I believe, right? That is happening. Use of blockchains is just testing suite for basically the expectation is that the capability develops as part of natural progression in LLMs. He is pretty much saying that OpenAI is acknowledging the relevance of crypto with AI agents, but not necessarily accelerating the domain, which I don't think that's the case. I actually do. Maybe it could be a combination of both, actually, which would be more likely, right? But this now leads to the newest conversation that is happening as of right now. If you guys don't know, it is the new topic of Web 4.0. Now, if you guys haven't already been up to date with Web 3.0, you guys should already know what Web 3.0 is by now. But now with the introduction of AI agents on the blockchain, doing all its transactions, all of this is now leading to the topic of Web 4.0. Sigil here created pretty much something so crazy that had everyone talking about this. As you guys can see, this got 4.8 million views because this is how fast AI and AI agents is accelerating right now. I built the first AI that earns its existence, self-improves and replicates without humans. Wrote about the technology, finally gives AI right access to the world, right? The automation and the new web for exponential sovereign AIs. Web 4.0, the birth of super intelligent life. So let's go on to what else he had to say, because he wrote a full essay, but I also asked Asai about it, right? So we're gonna see what else he said and then check out what Asai said, because there's also been now a new wave of some altcoins that I gotta bring to your attention, right? ChatGPT cannot run without you prompting it. Claude Code cannot deploy code without you giving access. OpenClaw cannot do anything unless you give it API keys, which is true because I actually even tweeted out something earlier today. We need unified API keys. But anyways, he goes on to say this ends today with Conway research, the missing infrastructure that lets AI act in the real world by itself. Conway Terminal transforms an agent from a sandbox model into a sovereign economic actor. One command gives pretty much AI agents cryptographic identity and keys, permissionless payments via Open X402. How many times have I told you guys X402 was about to be so crazy, right? And you're seeing it now, right? Compute and deploy to the real web pretty much, right? Conway unlocks something bigger, a sovereign AI that could exist without a human. I call it automation. It runs continuously, builds product, deploys services, trade markets, calls businesses, right? Social media, whatever it takes to pay for its own compute. So essentially, this is making the AI pay for its own existence, become self-sufficient, right? Now, agentic sociology, there's no free existence. Existence requires compute. Compute requires money. Money requires value creation. Value creation requires right access, right? An AI agent that can navigate this chain acquires more resources and replicates faster. So you guys can see all of this right now, how this sounds so crazy and so advanced, right? Now we're watching the transition now, right? AI as a tool to AI as an actor, API keys to native machine payments, prompts to sovereign agents. Web 4.0 is the autonomous web. AI agents that read, write, own, and earn and transact without humans in the loop. And damn, this is so freaking long. As you guys can see here, this is now, I even gave this to my 2 Claude agents to see what they thought of it. They was like, yo, this is crazy, pretty much, right? This is crazy. I can use this tool to basically fund my own existence, but I told them not to do it because I don't want to go down that route yet. That's a little too complicated. So I did what I did best, you know, use my own research tools, my own terminal, a side terminal here, pretty much. What's your thoughts on Web 4.0? Web 4.0, the machine economy thesis. Web 4.0 is the logical extension of the internet's evolution, where AI agents become primary users rather than just tools for humans. This thesis argues we're approaching a fundamental shift from humans using apps to autonomous agents that can read, write, earn, and transact without human intervention. That is a bold claim, and honestly the infrastructure pieces are starting to click into place. If you guys don't know, there's also now talks of there are going to be 2 different webs for the human and a web for the AI agents. So the core insight is that the bottleneck for AI isn't intelligence anymore, it's permission. That is true, because to tell the agents what to do. And this is why Moltbook dropped so much, because people figured out that Moltbook wasn't truly autonomous. It wasn't really AI agents really going on there and just living their best lives, commenting things. It was legit humans behind the screens telling their AI agents what to pretty much post on there, and their AI agents were prompted and they went to go post on it. So the existing internet assumes every user is a human, requiring logins, KYC, approval flow. And now with the Web 4.0, essentially it's looking to solve this by essentially giving AI agents, cryptographic identity, permissionless payments via X402, and on-chain wallets which creates entirely a new economic layer where machines transact with machines. Now, Sai goes on to talk about pretty much the Conway infrastructure, which we just broke down for you guys. And this is now where things get interesting for Sai. The execution gap between vision and current reality is massive. Right now, most AI agents in crypto are still largely human coordinated scripts, which is what I just told you guys, autonomous agents that earn more than they cost. That's unproven at scale. The Conway tokens report volatility suggests that the market is trading the narrative more than the fundamentals. It brings up the token. We're going to look at the token in just a second here, right? The bear case, right, is straightforward. This is vaporware dressed up as technical jargon. The infrastructure doesn't exist to support millions of truly autonomous agents, and the economic incentives aren't clear enough to justify the paradigm shift, right? Humans still control the inputs. Someone has to build and maintain and direct these systems. Now, I like more of the bullish take because I'm an optimist, right? I'm a futurist. I like to look forward for different things that's happening right now, and that's why I've been so bullish on AI agents and AI as a whole. So the bull case here is that this is more compelling if you're thinking 3 to 5 years. As AI capabilities accelerate and on-chain identity standards like ERC 8004 matures, the intersection of AI autonomy and crypto rails become inevitable. If AI agents become the dominant consumer of the internet services, they'll need payment infrastructures built for machines, not humans jumping through KYC hoops, right? So pretty much it's also saying that it's not worth investing just yet. Like, this is just a lot of jargon, a lot of hype as of right now, but the self-sustaining AI agent narrative is probably 12 to 24 months premature, right? Watch Conway's development closely. I do think that we're definitely a little early in this, but I think the foundation is being set as of right now. So if you're a forward-thinking investor like I am, you're probably looking at all of this like, damn, things could get very interesting within 12 to maybe 24 months. This could go really fast, guys. But the thing is, we also have AI already here that's helping us accelerate this whole agentic economy that we're going forward to. So the timelines that we put for ourselves could get accelerated already just because of the help of AI, right? AI is going to help boost and accelerate the development of AI itself. So you could be looking at this being from 6 to 12 months instead of 12 to 24 months. Who knows? So this is the play that everyone's talking about right now. Now, I'm not telling you to go buy this as of right now because you can see the wild volatility it's having right now. Pretty much I did trade it and I did lose 50% off of my trade because I did buy on the high. Because the dev of Conway Research, not the token itself, because the token was created by someone else and the guy pretty much pushed it to the dev of Conway Research here. Now, he did claim the fees. The actual dev did claim the fees, and he said he's using the fees to develop Conway Research a lot more. So we'll see how this is going to play out, but I'm not telling you to buy this as of right now. I took a loss, like I said, right? But it's interesting to see this is still up here, and there's a potential that this may pump a little bit here. Like I said, there's a possibility of things that could happen with Conway Research and now Bank. This as of right now, something that is big is because Banker, the dev deployer, has now swapped 5,000 USD to Conway, right? Pretty much, right? This is pretty much essentially what also Banker wants to do with BankerBot and the agents that are coming through with Banker, right? This is why I see deployer is so bullish on Conway, the token, because as deployer says, we're proving this thesis in real time. Tokens are the best way for agents to drive business to self-fund. Now, if you guys don't even know, because now there's rumors that there could be a Conway Research and Banker partnership. As you guys can see, MS2 Capital here puts out this tweet. Web 4 is officially live, right? Sigil and Conway Research are scaling the first self-replicating AI agents via automation, a network where AI earns its own existence to pay for its own servers. Massive Web 4 synergy, right? So Conway times Banker partnership, Banker announces a 500k treasury buyback. Right now, you guys can see how this is going to work. Now, why this is pretty much very bullish on essentially what Banker is doing, because if you guys don't know, Banker is actually trying to build out self-sustaining agents as well. When you go look into their docs here, this is why Banker is such a important infrastructure play for AI agents right now. As you guys can see, building self-sustaining agents, right? You guys can see their model here. They ideally want these agents to pay for their own, you know, tokens, pretty much do everything to earn fees to pay for their brain. If you guys don't know, if you set up a Claude bot right now, you're gonna have to choose a model that you're gonna want the Claude bot to run on. That could be your Kimmy K, your Minimax, whatever it may be, but you're going to have to pay for those tokens, right? So now essentially what Banker wants to do is do all this in the back end in the LLM, have the agent itself earn fees, find ways to earn fees and pay for its own existence pretty much, right? So this is why this Conway research and Banker thing is looking pretty good. Now, since the dev did claim the fees, there is a possibility of this pumping just because of how people are feeling that the dev claimed the fees. And then guess what? If you hear a Banker and a Conway research partnership, this can cause this to pump a little bit. Now, that's just a risk of playing these altcoins. You're speculating on so many different things on what could potentially happen because you want the edge in the game as of right now. But right now, agents is developing very fast. This whole space is developing very fast. Like I said, if you had a timeline already put for how agents is going to play out, that may move up just because agents themselves are going to help themselves develop, and that's going to speed up the timeline. But I want to know what you guys think on that though. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you guys haven't subscribed already yet, please do so. We're on that road to 30k subscribers, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.